Hey, it's David and Chase here,
Hey.
and It's Time to Split. Today we're bringing you one of hopefully quite a few different videos in gaming news and pop culture of gaming. And we decided to use a little bit of retro gameplay here because I'm not a fan of using newer gameplay because you see it all over the place when newer games come out, but you don't see much of old stuff, especially of games that came out before YouTube. And this is Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, I was the one playing that. I'm not so good at it, so don't hate on me, please.
Yeah, it's just a little bit of casual gameplay just for, recording purposes, so you can have something to watch if you stick around on the video. But Spider-Man 2 for the PlayStation 2. And today we're going to be talking about some games that are coming out in the next few months. And first off is Destiny.
Alright, they made the beta codes for people. They'd give you 3 of them if you pre-ordered the game a couple days after on the Xbox. I don't know about the PlayStation, but they made it free for 2 days so that people could play it. And I was lucky enough to be on and get the download and play through it. I maxed a couple characters, and I enjoyed it. The overworld was very nice, the gameplay was nice, and it did feel like Halo quite a bit. It was very interesting. It kinda also felt like World of Warcraft to an extent because of the areas where you would go and buy your armor and whatnot. And a lot of people were hating on the Warlock class, and I played it, and honestly it was pretty cool. The melee attack for it was like you'd shoot out a black abyss from your hand and it would hit someone, and if it killed them it would disintegrate them. It was pretty cool. Kind of like the Promethean weapons from Halo 4. Anything you got to add?
Yeah, one of the things I'm really liking about Destiny is that I was a little ashamed with Bungie when they gave over Halo, but they did good this time. I thought they were gonna mess it up. I haven't played Destiny because I don't have any working system at all right now. I'm trying to get my Xbox 360 fixed, but what I'm seeing is the graphics. The graphics could have used a little work, especially for a newer game coming out in the end of 2014. I think they could have done a little bit better, like they did with Titanfall. If you remember from beta graphics for Titanfall, they were a lot better than the Destiny's beta graphics. But overall gameplay, I think Destiny is going to be definitely one of the best sellers of the year, hands down.
Yeah, I think that'll be pretty good. And I have to say that I did play Titanfall a couple weeks ago, and I enjoyed it. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was actually going to be. At first, I didn't think it was going to be good.
It got a lot of hate, but
yeah,
definitely for the time it took to make the game.
Yeah,
it's worth it.
I got a copy from somebody, and I got to play it. It wasn't that bad. I actually enjoyed it. I liked how the campaign was multiplayer. That was pretty interesting thing about the game.
So Destiny, I will be looking forward to once I get a next-gen console.
Alright, next topic, we're going to talk about Halo 5. I believe it's called Guardians or something like that. I'm not sure.
Halo 5 is still newer to the scene. It's not coming out till 2015. Honestly, I'm not really interested in playing it because Halo 4 killed the franchise for me.
Yeah,
Halo 3 is one of my favorite games of all time, though, definitely. But Halo 4, it turned into a romance, and
yeah, I honestly I couldn't enjoy that from there. I bought it, I have all of the games, and I just don't like that one. I can't get into it.
Not something I wanted out of a Halo game at all, and it kinda 343 wasn't. I didn't have a lot of hope with them anyway from when they remade Combat Evolved, but they really killed it in Halo 4.
Yeah, but Halo 5, I do like how they introduce a whole new character. I actually don't remember his name, but I looked at his armor and it looked pretty interesting. What I did like about it, though, was how the Arbiter was giving him information on it, and the Arbiter's design looks really good. He's giving him information, and the guy's trying to find Master Chief. I'm assuming he's like a military police or something like that. And it looked pretty good. I don't know a lot about it. I just know that much from the trailer I watched, but it looked pretty interesting to me.
Next on the list
is Advanced Warfare, the new Call of Duty game coming up. Oh boy.
Advice for Activision would be to stop making Call of Duty games in the future. They're all the same thing, really. You're just adding new guns. And in this one,
oh man,
okay, they added armor, a lot better armor, but the thing is, damage is still the same. It's you get shot 3 or 4 times and you're dead.
Yeah, it's not really going to change.
They're not adding anything new into the Call of Duty franchise.
Honestly, I feel like it looks like Titanfall. When you look at the trailer for it and whatnot, and some gameplay,
yeah.
It looks like that to me.
And Titanfall is based around Modern Warfare. They started making Titanfall when Modern Warfare 2 came out. So you could imagine that the new Call of Duty is going to be a lot more Titanfall looking.
Yeah.
Which it is. A lot of new gear. You're looking at different playing tactics. I wasn't a fan of Ghost either, so
yeah.
I don't think I'll be buying the new Call of Duty either this year.
Yeah, I believe I'm done with the franchise. I honestly will give it another chance if they come out with like more games like World at War and stuff like that. Driving the tanks, that was like a really good game changer because you have to come up with how you're going to get the tanks out of the game and how you're going to deal with them before they respawn. And there was actually an importance in the gameplay. And before that, when they were on the PS2, if you were playing online, you could get in the Jeeps and whatnot, and that was very interesting also. And the guns were a little less powerful, so it wasn't like you had a machine gun, you were going to rule the game. It was like the snipers and the shotguns and the rifles, you know? It's a lot more interesting back then.
And the campaign was unbeatable by many in World at War. You wouldn't see, especially at that time, you didn't see a lot of campaigns looking like that. And in a Call of Duty game, you wouldn't expect it after being remade so many times, but they really stepped it up. And then after that, I'd say Modern Warfare 2 was a great game, but you didn't see much anything else in the franchise after that.
Yeah, I enjoy them. Alright, so what's coming up next on our list?
Next, this is something new. Newer to the gaming world is Evolve. It's a whole new game. Made by the people who made Left 4 Dead. It's kind of a Left 4 Dead feel, you can say, but a lot better graphics. Newer idea of gameplay where the whole thing is centered around 4 people, each with different classes fighting against one monster. And the objective of the game is really to kill the monster before he can evolve.
The thing I did hear about this game though was I liked how you couldn't find you have to find the monster and you don't know what monster it's going to be. And there's going to be a lot more monsters, so you don't really know what you're facing until you see it. And the monster's just running around eating things, like you said, to evolve. And that's really interesting in my opinion, because you don't know if you're going up against some giant monster that's going to just run in and kill you all, or you don't know if you're fighting something that's just going to sneak around in the trees and shoot acid or something like that at you.
And you really have to look at how strategically you're playing, because your medic and your tracker are going to definitely be some of the people you're going to want to keep alive the most. You're not going to want to worry about your... I don't remember all the exact names of the classes, but your hunter type feel and your soldier feel aren't something you're really going to have to worry about as much. But your medic is really the person you're going to have to watch, because they're not as equipped as everyone else, but they're needed to take out the monster throughout the duration of the game. And definitely looks like something I'm interested in. I don't know about everyone else because of the new feel. Some people don't go after new games immediately, especially something that's not as disputable as Evolve, because like not everyone has an opinion on it right now. So I don't know how good it's going to sell immediately, but definitely within the next few months, maybe next year, people are going to warm up to it, and I'm sure it's going to get great sales and great ratings.
One quick thing I want to mention is about a different game, Watch Dogs. That game, a lot of people were psyched about it, a lot of people were playing it, and honestly, you don't really see a lot of people playing the game anymore. It's just, it's not doing so good anymore. And then I heard about how they were supposed to get online, and they just completely scrapped the project for it. So far, that's what I've been told. It's just not going so good lately for that game, you know?
Yeah, I know it's not coming out. It already came out, but we just wanted to say that real fast because it was kind of disappointing because the concept was cool, but all the ways they messed it up was something you might have to worry about with other games.
Yeah.
Next on the list is something probably not a lot of people are that interested in, but I'm really into football or soccer, and so I want to talk about FIFA 15. Nothing really changes in the world of sports games ever. You see a few new additions, but with FIFA 15, it's just gonna be a little bit of something new every year. I kind of like them. Same as Call of Duty though. You're not seeing anything new almost ever, but you're really seeing an increase in graphics this year.
Yeah, that'll be really nifty.
Which is what I'm liking. And for FIFA 14, since they had the whole World Cup to deal with, it was a lot better actually. But I think I'm gonna still be playing FIFA 15 a little bit more, even though FIFA 14 was definitely something I'll never forget.
Yeah, I'll look forward to it. It'll be pretty nice. All right, I'm gonna move on to the next game. Middle-earth: Shadow of Mordor. I'm pretty excited about this game. I pre-ordered it and I've been following it ever since they confirmed it. And the most interesting thing I found about it was how it takes place right when Sauron is coming back, like way before Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit though. And the interesting thing about it is that you will be like fighting in something called the Nemesis system, which is where like as you play the game you can't repeat it in any other playthrough. So what's going to be going on is you're starting off and you can't really do anything. Like a private that you may have fought and not killed in the first like part of the game, like 6 days later through the playthrough he might end up being a sergeant that you're gonna have to kill. And the whole purpose of the game is to move up through the ranks of the enemy Sauron until he ends up being like he's the final boss and you have to kill him. And then another really interesting thing is how you're going to be running through the overworld. It'll be very interesting. And I like how you can take control of people to make the game a little more interesting. For instance, an archer, you could take control of him and make him work for you, so that you can, when you're attacking one of the generals or sergeants or whatever you're fighting and trying to assassinate, and they can help you in the battle. And you can also go into the Ringwraith world, which helps you out a lot, like the guys with the ring do in the movies. And one of the last things I like to say about it is how you can actually get people, like the sergeants, instead of killing them, you can have them go assassinate a higher up person. And if they don't succeed in the assassination, if you're there, you can actually kill the guy and he'll be weaker. And that'll be really interesting.
Last thing I'd like to talk about is Super Smash Bros. 3DS and Wii U to end this video. I've been waiting for this the whole year of 2014. Finally gave in, bought a 3DS a couple months ago. I'm loving it. One of my favorites is Tomodachi Life. Definitely a great system, great games for it. Not much of a letdown, but the graphics that they're giving us for the new Smash Bros. I think they could do better, but on a handheld, they're top of the line graphics definitely, especially for a game with fighting and a lot of moving around all the time. So you can't have extremely detailed graphics on a handheld. But I think they did amazing, and the character choices are a lot better than Brawl, I think. We're looking at a lot more Nintendo-based instead of, Sonic was the only one I was okay with being in there because Sonic and Mario have always had a little video game rivalry. But, they're dropping some characters I didn't like that were in there, adding some ones I don't like Pac-Man. I didn't really want to see Pac-Man in there. And I'm glad they added more Fire Emblem characters now that Fire Emblem is coming to America more. And just some of the leaked characters that might be added in, like the dog from Duck Hunt, I'm really looking forward to. I hope they give us Ness again and Jigglypuff. But honestly, the maps look amazing, especially in Nintendogs level is going to be my favorite. The music is awesome. Some of the Smash trophies are amazing. And the final Smashes are wonderful. Honestly, I can't even use words to describe this game. I'm so in love with it. But that about wraps up our video for today. Thank you for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, share it. And till next video, bye.
Bye.